Welcome back to part 2 of conditional statements. We'll be looking at our double selection, that is if then else. We'll be focusing on 2 examples today. So let's look at question 1. Type a program that will ask the user to enter the password. If the user enters the correct password, the program should display access granted. Otherwise, display access denied. Try again. So let us begin. So I'll go through this line by line. You already know in the first line is my comment. Second line, I'm giving the program a title. Third line, I'm accessing the CRT functions. Line 4, which is var, I'm going to declare my variables now. So let's begin at line 5. So the variables that are required here is enter a password. So that's our main identifier right here, and that is the only one identified. The rest are going to be prompts, which is going to be access granted. If the password is the correct, is proven to be true. Else, if it's false, then the password will be denied. Alright, so we're going to say password, and we're going to set our password to string. Okay, first declaration. Now, in the body of our program, I'm going to assign the password here. So I'm going to call the password. Let's see. Alright, that is our password. And let's go with our output statement. Let's go with our input statement to allow the user to enter that specific password. Alright, and now this is where we begin with our double selection, or if then else. So we're going to say if password is equal to or assigned to, let's just copy this. Then, and we know we have begin, and we know that we have an end. And let's put in the first true option, which is going to be access granted. Let's copy this again. And we know that we have an else. And we're going to change this access granted to access denied. Come on, try again. And we terminate with a semicolon. That's already gone through our second option. And let me put in another statement. Line. And then I'll just put in a read key. Let's remember our password. Alright, let's test this out. So, and we have no errors once the program has been compiled. Let's execute. Okay, so this is our password here, and here's what was assigned. So let's see what happens if we enter the wrong password. So I'm going to enter a password. Let's see, pass 123 hash. Let's see if I get the access granted or access denied. Try again. Access denied. Try again. Okay. So true option. Let's modify this a bit. So you can see a little more clearly. So I'm going to put a right line here. A right line here. And a right line here. Alright. Just the way to see it more clearly. Compile. Remember, every time you make a modification, compile your program. Okay. So let's see. Enter the wrong password again. Pass 12 asterisk. Let's see. Okay, see. So access denied. Try again. Please enter to continue. Alright. Let's execute it. Since we don't have to compile it again, let's try the password that we assigned. So it's going to be WEA hash at %_9, and we're supposed to get the access granted. There you go. Now, in our second question, we need to type a program for a supermarket that will prompt the user to input the price and quantity of items. The program should calculate the discount at 15% of the total if the total is greater than $1,500. Otherwise, calculate the discount at 10% of the total. Print the total and discount amount. Now, we need to identify how many variables that we have. From the first sentence, you'll notice that this asks us to input the price and also enter the quantity. We also know that we need to calculate the discount, which is another variable in itself. And we also need to calculate the total. Okay, so there are a number of ways you could write the program, but let's go with the simplest. Alright, so we are going to put in price, which is going to be assigned the data type real for the decimal numbers. We're also going to put in quantity, which I'm going to put as QTY to represent quantity, and that's going to be an integer. Okay, and let's see. Let's put in total. I'm going to put that beside price. But then again, do I really need to put discount as a variable? Alright, let's leave that for now. Okay, so we're going to prompt the user to enter price. And we're going to allow that user to input that price. Next. I'm going to ask the user to enter the quantity. And then allow the user to enter that quantity. Okay. Let's see. Now we need to calculate the total. So we're going to say total is going to be price times the quantity. Okay. Then we're going with our if statement. So we say if total, as was asked, if the total is greater than 1500, then we know that will begin, and we also have our end. We need to calculate the discount. Okay, we need to calculate the discount. So I'm going to really use discount. So I'll put that as a real for discount. So discount is going to be total times 15%, and rather than just go with the whole 15% divided by 100 like this way, I'm just going to use the decimal form. So it's going to be 0.15, the easier way. Alright, copy this code. Else that discount is going to be 10%. So I'll change a 5 to a 0 to represent our 10%. Once that is done, let us terminate this double selection right here. Okay. Let me just do some modifications as well. So I'm going to change this to a right. Change this also to a right. You'll see in a while why I'm doing that. Put a right line right there. Put a right line right here. Okay, so I need to print out the total and the discount. Alright, so we're going to say right line now, and we say price of item, I'll put a dollar sign right here, and I'm going to say price, and since I'm dealing with decimal numbers, I'm going to set it to 2 decimal places. Alright, let's put a empty space right here. Okay, and change discount, change this to discount. Like that. And let's put in a read key, or you could use a read line. Alright, so we have our program. Let's take a look. So let's go and compile. I don't have any errors. Let's execute. Okay, looking at our program. So I'm going to say the price is going to be, let's start off with something simple. Let's say it's 200. The quantity, let's say it's 7. So we know that the price, which is set at 200, and the quantity, which is set at 7, is going to give us 1,400. Now let's see if the condition is going to be 15% or 10%. And as you can see, there seems to be an issue. what's the issue now. I know what's the issue. I had set the quantity to integer. That is the issue. Alright. Let's close this off. Compile. Alright. Let's enter that 200 again. Quantity 7. 1400 no. Oh, I know what's happening now. Sorry. I set the price. What I should have been looking for was a total. Okay. Let's compile. Let's execute. So 200 again. 7. Okay. So we see it now. So 200 times 7 gives us 1400. We know that by following the condition right here, criteria, if total is greater than 1500, 1500, then the discount would have been at 15%, else it would have been 10%. And as you can see, we have 1400 right here, 1400, but it's going to go with our second option, which is going to be our 10%. So let's try with the first option now. Execute. Alright, let's say the item is $200, but the quantity is 10. We're supposed to get a 15% right here. And yes, we have. I trust you have learned something as it pertains to double selection, if then else. In the next lesson, we'll be looking at nested statements. That is going to be if then else if. Till then.